These are bold claims made by one of the most controversial figures in India today, Yati Narasimhanand, a far-right Hindu priest. He has sparked outrage with his prediction. By 2029, India will have a Muslim prime minister, and by 2050, India will become a Muslim-majority country. Is this claim based on facts, or is it just fear-mongering? Are these predictions grounded in reality, or are they simply a part of a larger narrative about the future of India? Stay tuned as we explore the truth. India, the world's largest democracy, is home to over 1.4 billion people. But what is the true demographic breakdown? Currently, India is approximately 80% Hindu and 14% Muslim. The Muslim population has been steadily growing, but does that mean India will soon have a Muslim majority? Let's take a deeper look at the numbers. According to projections by the United Nations, India's Muslim population is expected to grow in the coming years. However, even by 2050, experts suggest the Muslim population will remain under 20% of the total population. That means despite the growth, India is highly unlikely to become a Muslim-majority country by 2050. But what about the claim that India will have a Muslim prime minister in 2029? Is that possible? To understand whether India could elect a Muslim prime minister in 2029, we need to examine the country's political landscape. Since India's independence in 1947, the Prime Minister's office has been held by individuals from the Hindu-majority population, with the political establishment deeply rooted in Hindu cultural and religious values. While Muslims make up 14% of the population, they have historically faced challenges in holding major political office. But there have been Muslim politicians who have risen to prominence, like Dr. Zakir Husain, the former president of India, and more recently, figures like Asaduddin Owaisi. But could a Muslim leader rise to power in a country where the political stage is dominated by Hindu-majority parties? What would it take for this scenario to become a reality in just 5 years? In recent years, India has seen a rise in Hindu nationalism, spearheaded by the Bharatiya Janata Party and its leader, Prime Minister Narendra Modi. This has sparked fierce debates over secularism, the place of Muslims in Indian society, and what it means to be Indian. With the BJP firmly in power and a large section of the population advocating for a more Hindu-first India, could the election of a Muslim prime minister be even remotely possible? Experts argue that it would take an unprecedented shift in political dynamics for a Muslim leader to ascend to the office of prime minister. The existing political structures, along with the religious and cultural influences, might pose significant challenges. But India is a secular republic with a constitution that guarantees equality regardless of religion. Could this secular framework pave the way for a Muslim prime minister in the future? Secularism is a cornerstone of India's identity, and it's one of the reasons why political analysts suggest that while a Muslim leader could emerge in India, it would require a massive transformation in the way political parties and the electorate view religion and leadership. So, what does the future hold? Will India see a Muslim prime minister by 2029? The answer is complex. While the rise of Muslim political figures is certainly possible, political analysts argue that the current climate does not favor such a shift. India's political scene is rapidly evolving. The next 5 years could witness significant changes, with shifting alliances, new political movements, and demographic changes. But even in the most optimistic scenario, the path to a Muslim prime minister seems uncertain. Now let's revisit the claim of India becoming a Muslim-majority country by 2050. Based on current projections, India's population will continue to grow, but Muslims are not projected to outnumber Hindus in the foreseeable future. While the Muslim population will continue to grow, it's unlikely that India will become a Muslim-majority country by 2050. Instead, the religious makeup of the country will remain largely Hindu, with Muslims remaining a significant minority. Will India ever have a Muslim prime minister? Will it become a Muslim-majority country? The truth is far more complex than a simple yes or no. While the future is uncertain, one thing is clear: India's diversity, its secular principles, and its political landscape will continue to evolve in ways that are difficult to predict. Only time will tell if these bold claims are based in reality or just fear. But one thing is certain: the story of India's future is far from over. What do you think? Will India's future surprise us? Leave your thoughts in the comments below.